Good morning, everybody. You got Dick Ritchie here with A-OK Product Reviews. And I want to chime in on the Logan Paul, Dillan Dannis fight. And not really the fight that's supposed to maybe be happening. We're not even sure yet. I like to talk about UFC every once in a while. Apologize if you don't like UFC. It only take really a minute. But if you're following any of that, you should. Just briefly. Because in the process of promoting a fight, these guys are finally starting to really step out of bounds. If that's even a thing you can do in the fight world. But at a press conference, Dillan Dannis brought up the fact that Logan Paul's fiance, Nina, whatever her last name is kind of a floozy. Now, Dillan Dannis didn't just make this up. This didn't just come out of the blue. That's the thing is, I feel like lines get blurred these days with politics, with law, with everything. Reality distracts. The lack of reality detracts from a whole situation. We're talking about a whole fight world, right? A whole fight world is allowing this to happen, and people are just completely ignoring the fact that. So real quick, let me spell it out. Dillan Dannis brought up the fact that Nina had stuff on the internet. He reposted stuff that she posted on the internet. He didn't make anything up. He didn't like say Nina has 3 boobs or she has 4 ears or 1 eye. He didn't make anything up. He reposted a video that she posted. How is that now illegal? How is that now defamation? You defamed yourself. She defamed herself. Look into this. Check it out. It's really, it's annoying me. It's like if I put a video out there, which I do a couple a week, and you share that video, and I don't like that you shared that video, I can now say and sue you for defamation of character because you reposted a video that I posted of myself? That makes no sense. You know? So I don't understand why they're even talking about this. I don't understand how this can even be a suit. I don't even understand how this can be anything. If she's ashamed of what she put out there, that's her problem. She needs to sue herself for defamation of her own character. Enough about that. That's my take on that. It pisses me off that it's even a thing. You know? It's just so stupid. But, you know, we got guys like Logan Paul and Jake Paul and these weirdos out there. Even Dillan Dannis, which is a shame because he's a really good BJJ Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy. He's incredible. And he's kind of just making a mockery of himself playing along with this game. But whatever. I've got to get off. I digress. Now, last week I gave away the Spyderco Bow River fixed blade knife to Magica Castillo. As I was boxing it up this morning, so I sent him a message and I said, hey, Magica, which one do you want? Do you want the Sativian ST-110 or do you want the Spyderco Bow River? And he's like, man, I'm really digging that Spyderco Bow River, and I like the Sativian too, but I got a buddy who works with me in the church who I'm going to probably give the Spyderco to because he likes Spyderco a lot. You know, people, the giving nature of people is just something to be, embrace that, guys. When you come across people, and I don't mean me, because I give away a lot of stuff, but like this guy doesn't have a lot. I mean, he has a lot, it sounds like. He's got faith. And that's a great thing. That's an incredible thing. That's more than anything anybody really needs, probably. Most likely. I have faith, but I'm just a little different with that. So I don't want to talk about me with this. Let's stay on Magica. Now, Magica is a volunteer for a church, and the church supplies him with everything he needs to live, and he performs the counseling duties and the mentoring duties that you would expect in that role. He has an opportunity to win a knife. He was interested in the first place, got on my thing, won the knife, and he's going to give the knife away that he got on a giveaway. So I threw both knives in the box. Magic is getting both the Sativian ST10 and the Spyderco. Because I want him to have a knife. I want him to have a piece of Dick Ritchie too in his pocket. And now his buddy, hopefully his buddy, Magica, get your buddy on YouTube and make sure he subscribes and sends me a message. He doesn't have to say thank you or anything, but when you give him that Spyderco, he needs to get on the AOK Nation with us. That's all I ask. Now, that was last week. This week, I'm getting in my bag of knives, and it's still full. Let me get it for you. It's still full of knives. And now it's getting hard. Now it's like, why am I giving this away? What am I doing? This week, CMB Predator, guys. This knife is sick. And I've never really carried it much at all. It's got the axis lock or the bar lock, whatever you want to call it. It's got dual thumb studs. Look at this sharpening choil right there. It's an angle. You're going to sharpen this knife with the full flat grind, the swedge on the top. It's got this black coloring on the blade, which is kind of cool. Goes along with the theme of the hardware. Deep pocket carry. It's got the micarta on the scales and micarta backspacer right there. Super strong. What a knife, guys. This knife, reversible on the pocket clip. Man, starting to get tough giving these knives away. Because now we're getting into the end of the year is going to be good. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 25 knives right here. Knives. Everywhere. Knives. CMB Predator. Week 21. It's getting down to it. Not November. This is October. I'm losing my mind. 7 more knives to give away. And then I got to give away 25 knives. 26 total at the end of the year. So we're looking at 34 more knives to give away. Knives. I got to come up with 10 more knives. I love saying knives. CMB Predator this week, guys. A little UFC talk. Did a podcast last night with my buddy Dan Davis again, and we did a whiskey tasting. He brought a couple bottles of booze from Michigan. He gave me one of them. I gave him a knife. I gave him a knife. I gave him the Appalachian Drifter, Civivi Appalachian Drifter with Nitro V. I felt it. You ever sit across somebody and you're talking to them and they're a good friend or they're becoming a good friend and you start sizing them up for what you should give them to seal the deal. Say, hey, you're a good friend of mine. I'm giving you this knife.